Hello and welcome to game number 5 in a best of 5 series between Dill Dozers and nDurance Gaming. We are looking at Legendary on Goliath, which it does look like they chose bans, which means that they did ban out the Sunny Val. As we do see in response to this, Dill Dozers have chosen to go with a Kyra Hank Crow Hide composition against the Goliath on Distillery, one of the most nostalgic maps of Evolve, and we are going into the tiebreaker here. The final match between these two colossal titans of the scene right now. And they're going on to see what happens. The last game, in Game 2, we saw Legendary come through with some extremely well-played stealth tactics in order to get himself a safe Stage 2. Something that we haven't seen, I don't know, since maybe the last time it was done successfully was probably May. Maybe June. It was a long time ago, and it hasn't worked for anyone else, but Legendary made it work. Due to his ability to get his Stage 2, he was able to fight and do everything he could, but even with the Stage 2, Dill Dozers came through with the upswing and got themselves a legendary skin, you could say, because they had Goliath dead on the ground at the end of that match on Wraith Trap. So we'll have to see what they do for this map as we look through. And for those of you in the VODs, again, this is going to be real quick. I can't talk about it on stream, but for those of you in the VODs, you can see it and you can review all that stuff. So you can pause it on the previous screen. You can be able to see what perks they picked. But in the meantime, we'll look at the ability upgrades. We do see a Stage 1, 1-point Rock Throw, 1-point Leaf Smash, 1-point Fire Breath, which is what we've seen all the way through this entire series. And we see everything getting done right now. We see him going through the water, which means he won't be revealed unless Gobi flies right over, which he does because Puggums is on top of things, throwing out Gobi, wants to be able to keep Legendary lit up so they know exactly where he is. No stealth this time. They want to know where Legendary is. They're not going to let it happen again. Gobi being thrown out not once, not twice, but 3 times in order to make sure that Legendary is where he says he is. Legendary, however, is now full armor and captured in an early dome within 1 minute and 20 seconds. He's already in a dome, ready to fight, and they are looking to get right on top of him as the medic and the support are not in the dome, which means Puggums is going to be in a rough spot, but is able to dodge it. Here comes the Leaf Smash, connects on Puggums, stealth pounce, changes target, goes for the medic and says, nope, I'm out of here. Eats a little bit more, tops off his armor, getting to get more of these charge shots off as one just grazily goes right over his shoulder, and another one goes right past him. Here comes the Orbital Barrage, going to be looking to connect, but isn't quite able to get it. Dylan Fry going to be looking on that flamethrower. More of these leaps getting thrown, putting himself up in the tree as he's right now in the water, trying to mitigate and protect himself as much as he can. The Toxic Grenade going to be dealing damage if he was a little bit further, but is able to protect himself with that tree, and he uses the terrain to keep himself alive. Stealth Pounce coming in on Dylan Fry, going to be keeping him up in that corner, not quite able to shoot him from where you are, Gypsy. And right now, Puggums comes up, frees Dylan. Dylan's on the high ground, throws a Toxic so that doesn't happen again. Burns through every little bit of his armor, but still has 3 bars of armor remaining as he's just working on filling up that Evolve Mirror as he's now on the run on the western side of the map, which is a giant triangle, which I say it every time, but it is the triangle map. And it looks like he's going to be heading up towards caves at this point. Getting anything he can along the way, and maybe evolving in the caves. Flame Breath getting put on this Mammoth Bird. There's 3 meats for you, which should help fill him up. Dylan Fry's in a great spot, though, to break him off it. He's right next to him, keeping up with this monster. Blitz Leopard's going to be looking to jump Dylan, though, if he's not careful, and Blitz Leopards aren't able to do it because he's too fast. Too fast, too furious. Goes right through. Legendary right now is in the caves. Gets the Steam It on, triggers it up. Toxic Grenade being thrown. Dylan is right in hot pursuit of this monster. And they're going through here right to the caves, which means Monster is looking to evolve, has a full meter, isn't quite able to get some distance, though he might choose to evolve anyway. And right now, it is Dylan right now is the man of the hour. Last time, in Game 1, he was able to melt face with that minigun. Not with the flamethrower, mind you, with the minigun. Oh, no, sorry, it was Game 2? No, Game 1. He was able to melt face with that minigun. Oh, no, it was against Local Pojo, sorry. That's why I'm mixing things up here. It was against Local Pojo. He was able to get extremely close, melt face with the minigun, just deal tons of damage, gutted through over a quarter of his health on the Evolve, just with headshot after headshot after headshot after headshot, which meant that Local Pojo was in a rough spot, but we see Legendary not choosing to evolve in that close proximity. And we're going into the waterfront. Puggums is in hot pursuit. See that Stasis Grenade being thrown. Mammoth Bird choosing to shock him in the face. Electrifying as we're going right past the Crowbill. Legendary is right now only 60 meters away as they are currently in pursuit, trying to get every bit closer. Dylan Fry is actually within 75 as he's just trying to traverse and get space. And we look at Legendary right now, who's actually looking to cross and go back north into the caves. He's going to go right past these birds, so they're going to know what's up. And they're right now in the water, cutting right back up towards caves. Ping's coming out, even measuring the distance there. As right now we look at Puggums. Puggums right now is at 125 meters. Gypsy Danger, who is second closest, is the closest right now, is only within 90. And Dylan Fry, who's been constantly on his tail throughout this entire chase, is actually at 90 as well now. Which means that the monster's going to be able to evolve. He's going to get a quick meet. However, Dylan Fry is going to be in position to stop that. He's going to be shooting up his minigun so he doesn't get anything. We have 2-point rock throw, 2-point leap smash, 1-point fire breath, and 1-point charge. Toxic grenade getting tossed to try and stop it. Here comes it with the sneak attack on the wildlife. Going to get himself some meat. Doesn't touch these though, and there's a reason for that. These continuously create food for him. Create little protein bars for him, little snacks. And we're going to see Dylan Fry is going to take those out immediately, as we saw right there. Monster is captured in the dome, however, ready to fight, ready to do everything he can. He's going to fill up on a little bit more armor, trying to get anything he can. Here comes a leap smash, though. Connects on no one, just barely clipping and missing Puggums there. We see shield coming up from Gypsy Danger. Here comes the rock getting picked up. Connects on Dylan through the terrain, though, and he gets punched and knocked down to the low ground. Charging through, clipping Glitchful. And Glitchful is on the high ground right now. Here comes the leaf smash, connects on Puggums. Puggums is flying around all over the place as Gypsy Danger's trying to get in position for the shields. Gets charged instead. Here comes the rock, gets picked up, and connects on Glitchful, locking him up into the air. We're going to see a punch going, knocking him down to low ground, and there it goes. And Monster goes right down onto the tier, right next to Glitchful. He's going to be choosing to get everything he can, and here comes the leaf smash. We're almost low on that shield. Glitchful is down, which means no medic. So they're not going to be able to heal anything while it's up. Toxic Grenade getting thrown on the medic's corpse to stop him from body camping it. However, he's still going to be able to make sure nothing happens. He's going to sacrifice anything he can to make sure that medic is gone forever. And here comes the flame, just trying to get it. Here comes the pickup at the last second from Dylan Fry. Not quite able to keep him up as we see him going straight for Gypsy Danger. Leaf Smash coming in, looking for a pickoff. Not quite able to get it. And we do see that Legendary is going to choose to engage and clip everyone, dealing damage. Here comes the shield out from Dylan. Gypsy Danger's getting low. Here comes the charge. He's low. Everyone's getting melted, and he's melting faces as Goliath burning down through the faces. He is the Burninator. He is Trogdor going right through this, and Puggums right now is on the run. Puggums is trying to play Ringer on the Rosie. Stealth Bounce getting used. Doesn't connect, though. Puggums is on the run, trying to keep himself alive. Here comes the Stealth Bounce for the finish, and there it is. Dylan Fry is the last man standing on this situation, going down towards the waterfront to try and keep himself okay. Legendary is right now north in the caves, completely away from Dylan, doesn't know where he is, and he's completely lost, and they're pinging him just so that Dylan knows where he's located. However, if Dylan gets touched by anything, Reavers, anything of that sort, as we just see him chasing. Here's a Crowbill that's very happy to look at him and doesn't quite get the connection. Legendary, however, is choosing to feed up, and he's going to try and get his evolve meter done, so he'll be ready to fight for the next stage 3 engage at the relay. Dylan Fry, however, is looking to keep himself alive. If you look at the low ground, there's a Reaver Monkey ready to fight him. We have a Tyrant over here. He is choosing a very dangerous place. However, this Reaver is choosing to stay on the low ground, doesn't want to climb off the ledge, says, you know what, if you're up there, you're fine. I won't chase you. I won't go after him. So we do see the final build getting chosen by Legendary. We have 3-point Rock Throw, 3-point Leaf Smash, 2-point Fire Breath, and 1-point Charge. And we see him throwing down that Toxic Grenade, just trying to burn through anything below him as he doesn't want to risk it. He needs to keep himself alive for another 7 seconds. We saw game number 1 came down to that last critical second. He doesn't want any chance at this. He wants this to be as safe as possible as he's waiting on his team. As soon as his team arrives, they'll only have 3 strikes instead of 4 because Dylan will be ready and he'll get healed up by Kyra as soon as they land. And we see that Legendary is looking for the landing zone. He does see the dropship on his minimap as soon as it timed out, so he knows where they're landing and he knows Dylan's around. He wants to get Dylan, but how far away is Dylan? Dylan is currently outside smell radius at 80 meters. And now he's within smell radius, so he knows where he is. Monster, however, is ready to fight, looking for him. Crowbill on the low ground is looking for something to fight with as well. Here goes the heals, trying to keep everything up. Shield going to be used to keep up Dylan. And he's getting healed very slowly by Kyra, but she's doing every bit she can. Leaf Smash comes in, connects on Kyra. Kyra's extremely low. Kyra's down on the ground. First down right here. Shield coming in to try and protect Kyra, but it's not enough to protect you from a legendary. And here we go through. Dylan Fry is now extremely low. Here comes the Leaf Smash, connects on Dylan as well. That's 2 down on the ground. Over to Barrage getting thrown. As you see, the shield's getting used to try and keep everyone alive. Gypsy is running around the tree, not able to keep himself alive. He gets melted down. It's just Puggums. Puggums is the last man standing as he's on the run right now from Legendary, who's in hot pursuit right now. See Stasis right now getting thrown. Gets stuck in the corner. No, dodges a sneak attack. Gets right through, gets punched down on the low ground. And here we go. Leaf Smash comes in, connects though. Rock's going to get thrown, and there we go. It connects. Down goes Puggums as he eats the rock of the face from Legendary, which means that nDurance Gaming goes into the finals of the Go4Evolve Sunday Cup, Week 34. Holy clutch games. Really close all around. Very well played by both sides, Dill Dozers and nDurance Gaming. Thanks for letting me cast. We'll be back with the finals, or at least one side of it, into the little bit, and we'll let you know more about it once we have it. Those of you watching the VODs, this is where we do the quick fade in, fade out, but that was a really good game, really well played by Legendary, demonstrated an excellent amount of control and patience as he was running around the map trying to get distance, chose not to involve and chose to be patient. As Dill Dozers were in hot pursuit, dealing tons of damage, melting through his armor, his health, but just not enough to get them through. As we go towards the finals, then the last round of the Go4Evolve Sunday Cup this week, and we have nDurance Gaming versus the winner of the top half, which we'll be announcing shortly. But in the meantime, guys, thanks for watching, thanks for being awesome, and we'll be back in a minute.